Okay, I'm here with our vice president.
Heather.
Yeah, that's her. I know her last name too, but we got Bobby over here, Terry behind me because she's camera shy. They're going to show a little bit about their loved ones on who is incarcerated. We'll start with Heather. Share a little bit about Jermaine.
My fiance is Jermaine Covington. He is in Mansfield Correctional. Right now, he got 20 to life, and in 2016 he went up to the board at his 20 years for his very first time, and they gave him 120 months.
10 years.
And, yeah, which is 10 years, and he had not had a ticket in 10 years prior to him going there.
What was the reason? Nature of offense?
Yeah, for the nature of the crime, which we all know never changes.
No, but people do.
Absolutely. And right now in Mansfield, he teaches the Cage Your Rage class, and he does two classes a day every Thursday, and he's been doing it now for quite a few months, and hopefully in December he will get his level dropped and be able to hopefully go to Marion.
The bad thing is these guys have to take the program over and over because they're running out of programs. Like I took Cage Your Rage 6 times.
Yeah, he's
I could have taken it.
3, and now he's teaching.
Yeah, and that didn't help me cage my rage. So
Yeah, and now he and my son is in Lebanon Correctional right now, and he's 19 years old. He got there in February, I believe, the end of January, beginning of February. He got his GED. He got moved over to the honor dorm because he didn't have any tickets.
So he's in the. Is he still on the closed side, or did he go out to the camp part?
He was wherever it was at. It was open. His doors got popped, and it was open until. And he was in G. George, is where
Okay,
he
that's
was.
inside the walls. Yeah.
But he was on the honor dorm, and he just had a CO who, the CO admitted that my son made him mad, so he got him out of there. He gave him 2 tickets, and the case manager decided not to kick him out yet. So when the CO came back to work, he realized my son was still there. He wrote him up for another ticket and said he didn't stand for 4 o'clock count. So now my son's back in general population lockdown 21 hours a
Yeah.
day.
You know why they started 4 o'clock count? Because they found an inmate dead, and this was actually at Grafton. He was dead for 2 days in the cell.
Wow.
So they started, I think it was like in the late 90s, they started the 4 o'clock count. They would rotate at one time. It would be 4 o'clock and then 9 o'clock, but they all just kept it to 4 o'clock.
Yeah, well, he stood for 4 o'clock count, but there's no cameras in the cell, so you can't tell. So it come down to CO's word. But this particular CO has given people issues before and targeted individuals, and they know that they've had grievances against him, but it didn't matter, and they still kicked my son out. You are such a brat.
Yeah. But I mean, that was an accidental video peep.
And
You showed up on video. I don't know how that happened. My hand slipped. Caesar.
I have a cousin in Allen too who's been down since 1985, and he's been flopped continuously. He was just flopped in January, another 3 years. So, and all he's had this entire prison stint since 1985 is 1 ticket for smoking a cigarette in the dorm. The only thing he's gotten. He's continuously been flopped. He's been given his parole once or twice, and they took it back from him.
That's why we got a mandate. I don't care what the director is trying to do, but if it's not mandated, she could change it right back to the old ways in 1 day. And it's already showing that people are getting 10-year flaps again. People's paroles are being taken away. So I think it's all a bunch of talk.
So do I. It's smoke and mirrors because we're getting so close to legislation passing, I think.
Right. Well, we've been trying to meet with the pro board chair, but she said that we are too controversial. Now, when Andre was the chair, he met with us once a year regardless, and I told him I never agree with him, but I respect him for at least giving us his side. But she won't, and which makes it sound like she's hiding something.
Right.
So
There's no reason for her not to meet us. She's an elected official, is she not?
no, she's an appointed official.
Oh.
She
Pay
technically,
her salary though.
yeah. The pro board members all make $100,000 or more. The chair of the pro board makes $160,000.
Okay,
So-
but she won't meet with us.
No,
That's cute.
no. And you talk about over $1 million worth of salary.
Right.
Well, we're all looking for Gina.
Yeah.
You know, we're also looking for people to show up at our event. But I'm kind of content because there's going to be a lot of extra food. So, not that I'm going to eat it all though, because I was already restricted on cookies. Okay, Bobby, you want to share a little bit about yours? You don't have to be on camera.
He still got the camera pointed at me.
Yeah, no, I'll point that. Like, I'm not putting it on me because I'm old. Okay, Bobby, let's talk a little bit about your husband, or boyfriend, or fiance, or sex toy.
Well.
Go.
Yeah, he will be, but
I was gonna say not yet, anyways.
when he comes home, he will be.
Yep.
Yep.
That's what I keep telling people. Us men are not a piece of meat, and we need to have respect.
He'll be my piece of meat when
That
he comes home.
absolutely is what you are. What men are, not you are, Jimmy.
Thank you.
But what men are.
Thank you. I do. I don't know what I was going to say, but you know how men get abused by women all the time. But yeah, you see that the whole thing is about the same from each person. But oh, whoops. Sorry. I
I
didn't.
saw you, so you might as well just put it on me. What the hell? I mean,
Okay.
Okay,
Show her.
share a little bit about what's his name? Your boyfriend.
my fiance is Joseph Gorman. He's been down 26 years. Been to the parole board. They gave him 5 more years. That was last year.
How old was he when he got sentenced?
He was 16 years old.
One of the youngest of the juveniles, probably. Well, they have a few 15, but
Yes.
you know,
But his co-defendant is already out. Got out in 08. But they just keep him in there. So they
Yeah.
just keep flopping him. But the day will come when he walks out those
right,
gates.
and it's not called for. I don't care what type of tickets you get. If it's not a felony,
Right.
they shouldn't keep people locked up. Dirty urines is because of staff. You have to fight in there to protect yourself.
Right.
So, you know,
They keep saying that he keeps breaking prison rules. But you know, RIB punishes him for that. So why does the parole board punish them
Right.
again for it? You know, if the parole board is going to punish them, then RIB shouldn't
Right.
punish them.
right. But obviously, the rules aren't that bad because they didn't raise. I mean, they didn't
Right.
charge him with an outside case.
Even
Right.
if they don't go to RIB, they're being
Right. They're being
rejected.
flopped.
Yeah,
Right.
But
flopped
see,
for-
yeah. But see, in our bill, RIB don't count because they cannot raise the security on that.
Right.
You know, to my understanding, and they can't deny you parole on that. It would have to be if you're convicted of a felony in a court of law. So, I could show you Terry in a second, because Terry's up next.
Candid, I am so sorry. I am so sorry, and she's gonna kill me. Gina said she.
That's on tape.
Gina said what?
Okay, I got the camera away. She did not mean to say that. She was under the influence.
Yes, Gina is in dead stop traffic, been stopped for 15 minutes. GPS says I'm so close, so I'm gonna drop stuff off and get ice for you guys.
Yeah, tell her
Start
that's
the
fine. It's
grill.
not enough. Tell her fine.
Tell her fine. We don't need it.
Yeah. Okay, everybody. But you see everybody's stories about saying. You wanted to say anything else about why should they parole him? That's what people are
Because
asking.
he needs a second chance. He's never been out, so he's been in there since he's been a kid.
Right.
So he needs a second chance.
Yeah. How old is he now?
He's 42.
Yeah, he needs to. You go in young, you come out old.
Yeah.
Like some of us. Why should they parole Heather? Why should they parole Yeah, that's him.
He was 17 years old, even though his paperwork
He was a
says
juvenile
he was
too?
18. Yeah, but his paperwork says he was 18 because he's in there under a different name and different birthday.
I wonder if you could challenge that somehow.
I've been trying. I've been to the clerk of courts. I have. I've been talking to everybody I possibly can everywhere I go.
Yeah, because
and
we need to try to get that changed because of our bill.
I can't get married because of it.
Oh, yeah.
Because I
Wow.
can't get married to Jermaine Covington when he has
Oh,
a whole nother name.
Okay. Why is all our board members getting married?
Because we're done playing the games with you men.
Oh, wow. Us men.
Y'all men.
Us men are.
You wanted me on camera.
Yeah.
You know my mouth is sus.
Yes, I do. But she does make a lot of our events. Bobby does. Terry makes almost everyone. Gina comes up from Cleveland. So nobody can complain that our board don't show up.
Yeah. I've been putting in a lot of hours, so I've been slacking for 2.5 months. But
We'll talk to you all later.